Hi there, welcome back. So now I'm going to show you a little bit of recycling. So a lot of people drink these things. These are your aluminium cans. I pick them up usually from out at the bus stop, to tell you the truth. They are pretty pliable and you can actually sew through them. And you can also cut them. I'll just get some older scissors. So you can cut with them, you can cut with your rotary cutter. You can cut through them quite easily. They probably sharpen your scissors. I'll just cut a little piece up here to show you. So they cut really, really easily. Just be very, very careful because they are very, very sharp. I usually cut mine with my rotary cutter and dispose of the shards. So then I cut all my squares up and I'm going to do a bit of applique. So watch this. This product is called Stick It All. So Stick It All is a product that when you peel off the paper, it is very, very sticky. So I can stick my cans or whatever I'm going to do onto it and they won't move while I'm sewing it. And believe it or not, you can use your 80 jeans denim needle or a 90 needle. You can do fancy stitches. Oh, I've got the wrong colour thread on. And you can use anything. So all of these have been picked up from just outside. There's some very interesting ones here. We've got a pirate and some hemp, some Coca-Cola, some Mother Zero drink, a little bit of fun, and you can then decide what you're going to make out of them. So the silver ones are the wrong side of the can, so just wash them and dry them and stitch them, and you can see all the fun fancy stitching I've had. You can applique, you can do all sorts of things. It's very, very creative. You can make placemats out of them. I make rubbish bins out of them usually. You can make boxes out of them. So if you know anybody that drinks these things, you can steal their cans, beer cans, anything, and just wash them out, cut the tops off carefully, slice through, and then you can start stitching them together, because why wouldn't you? So I'm just going to change that to my dark colour. I forgot that's what I was doing. So I'm just going to change this to my navy thread, which is very empty, and just show you that you can stitch through cans and be very creative and make whatever you'd like. It's just fun. So when my son, I think he was about 12, I would send his mates out. I put a 90 needle in, by the way, to pick up cans from the streets, because you can guarantee there's always going to be, cans on the streets. And I leave the number 20 foot on, by the way, so I can see where I'm going. Bring them home, wash them out. They probably thought I was crazy, but I'm just leaving this piece on here because I haven't stitched that bit yet, and I just roll it. Now when you're going to be stitching on this, you treat it like it's a applique, so you do all your under pieces first and then you'd applique around a piece you've put on top. So for this one, I'm ready to stitch down here, so you can just use something as simple as a running zigzag and lengthen it out. You can do fancy stitches, you can back stitch. It just sews through beautifully. I don't tend to use my cutter when I'm using this, and then I go on to my next one here and I can pick up, I don't do anything too heavy, like I don't do anything that takes a lot of time. Something I can just make that one longer and wider, because you just don't need to. Even that one, you know, you can do it very quickly just with zigzag, but it's just fun doing fancy stitches. So the machine can handle it. you've got the right product on to make it easy. It doesn't damage your machine. Your machines are designed to be able to sew through all sorts of things. Then when you've, oh no, and I need to do one more row. Yeah. Cut the threads as you go, so when you stitch your next one it's all done. I'll just use a simple, I'll just use a simple zigzag just to show you, so you can go long and long and you can back stitch. It looks amazing just with zigzag, to tell you the truth. It's a great product. And then this one's ready to go all the way across here because I finished that part. So I didn't backstitch that one because I knew I was going to be covering it with something. So you can see you you stitch, and then you go across the next line. So I might even pick up the honeycomb stitch. I can make that honeycomb stitch really wide on this machine. Yeah, that's a bit of fun. And when you get to the end here, where it's joined, you don't be too fussy, you just backstitch. Oh, thread broke anyway, but you just backstitch. Thread's had enough. Oh, it's run out. So there you have it. So there's a bit of fun. Sewing on cans. Just random but true. Now you get this amazing, when you're finished, you've got this lovely soft backing. So it's not like it's hard, and it's very easy to deal with because you've got the soft backing. And if you want to, you can bind these and make them into placemats. But I think I'm going to make these ones into a little rubbish bin, so I'll join 4 together and make a little bin, put a base on it. But back in the day, and I'm going to have a look if you can buy them, you used to be able to get these rubbish bins, and they had a piece of paper on them, and when you peeled it off they were sticky. So the piece of paper was my pattern, and I would make them, cut them out exactly that pattern, then just stick them onto the rubbish bin. And I do those for my son's friends for their birthday. So I'm hoping I can find those again, because I'm my grandchildren are ready to be the right age to have those. So that's just something, a little bit of fun that I thought you might like to see. So that's sewing with your aluminium cans instead of throwing them in the rubbish. So I hope you enjoyed that little weird thing that I've done. So I'll see you again next time.